When you picture a billionaire, what comes to mind? Yachts, designer clothes, supercars? Here is the reality. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on earth, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same basic gray t-shirt every single day. Why is it that the people with the most money in the world do everything they can to look like they don't have any? Welcome to the concept of stealth wealth. Today we're going to break down the psychological, financial, and even life-saving reasons why the ultra-rich intentionally pretend to be poor, and why adopting this mindset could be the best financial decision you ever make. When you make a lot of money, the game changes. You stop playing offense and you start playing defense. Wealthy individuals stay low-key because flashing money paints a massive target on your back. The moment people know you have wealth, the dynamics of your life change. You suddenly become a magnet for frivolous lawsuits. Scammers and investment gurus come out of the woodwork. And it's not just civilians. Flashy wealth attracts the gaze of regulators and tax agencies. An audit is a headache, but an audit triggered because you're flexing Ferraris on Instagram is a totally avoidable one. Then there's the extreme side of things, physical danger. In many parts of the world, flaunting wealth makes you and your family targets for extortion or kidnapping. For the ultra-rich, the ultimate flex isn't a massive diamond necklace. It's privacy, freedom, and the peace of mind that comes from being entirely unnoticeable. This brings us to the fascinating divide between quiet luxury and what we call loud broke. If you look closely at what the truly wealthy wear, you won't see any logos. They practice stealth wealth. They might wear a $2,000 cashmere sweater, but it's entirely unbranded. They prioritize extreme comfort, supreme quality, and personal enjoyment over signaling their status to strangers. On the flip side, we have loud broke. Psychological studies show that middle-class or lower-income individuals are the ones spending the most heavily on flashy designer items covered in giant logos. Why? Because they're desperate to appear wealthy. The tragic irony is that buying these status symbols to look rich is exactly what drains their bank accounts, traps them in credit card debt, and keeps them financially strained. The loud broke buy logos to impress people they don't like. The wealthy buy quality to please themselves. Looking average is the greatest camouflage in the world, especially in business. Imagine you're a millionaire and you need to hire a contractor to renovate your house, or you're negotiating to buy a property. If you roll up in a Bentley wearing a Rolex, what do you think happens to the price? It skyrockets. People unconsciously or consciously add a wealth tax to everything. By looking simple, the rich maintain leverage in negotiations and prevent opportunists from upcharging them. But camouflage isn't just about money, it's about physical safety. Take the infamous 2016 robbery of Kim Kardashian in Paris. She had been broadcasting her exact location and flaunting a multi-million-dollar diamond ring on social media to millions of followers. Criminals used that digital footprint to track her down, resulting in a terrifying, life-threatening robbery. It was a wake-up call for the elite. The lesson was clear. Showing off makes you vulnerable. Invisibility is your best security system. But let's say you aren't worried about kidnappers or contractors upcharging you. There is still a massive psychological trap to showing off, and it's called the Diderot effect. The Diderot effect explains a specific spiral of consumerism. It happens when buying one new luxury item makes everything else you own feel inadequate. Let's say you buy a brand new flashy luxury car. Suddenly, parking it outside your modest apartment feels wrong, so you upgrade your apartment. Now your old clothes don't match your new luxury lifestyle, so you buy a designer wardrobe. It's a domino effect of endless upgrades. By trying to maintain the image of wealth, you trigger massive lifestyle inflation. You end up running on a treadmill, making more money just to pay off the things you bought to look rich, preventing you from ever actually building wealth or finding real happiness. You don't need to be a billionaire to benefit from stealth wealth. In fact, if you want to become wealthy, you should start doing this today. Staying low-key has massive advantages for everyday people. First, in professional settings, appearing humble often means you're underestimated. Being the underdog gives you room to outwork and outsmart the competition without them seeing you coming. Second, it protects you socially. When you keep your finances quiet, you filter out the fake friends and opportunists who only want to be around you for what you can buy them. You attract people who like you for you. And most importantly, practicing stealth wealth protects your money from yourself. It stops the Diderot effect in its tracks. It frees you from the exhausting game of keeping up with the Joneses. Stop spending your hard-earned money trying to convince strangers that you have it. Find your peace. Focus on building genuine wealth quietly in the background. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to be free. If you found value in this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies on building true wealth. See you in the next one.